Since we are open for any questions that you may have now for the next 10 minutes. Timer, Toastmaster Vidat, thanks a lot for timing both the sessions. So the next segment is for 10 minutes. Audience, you can directly ask your question or put it in the chat, whichever you're comfortable with. Yes, please go ahead, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you very much to both presenters. And I have a doubt little, I think for DTM Zahraa, I think red color is not the brand color, has been removed from the TI.
Which red color?
You showing in your color palette, there was the red also. And at presently, I think it is not in use, that
Yes.
red color.
The
That
red
I was
color, definitely, they removed it, and we have only 4 colors: the burgundy, dark blue, the light gray, and light yellow. Yes.
Thank you very much. Another one more suggestion for your magazine you showing. I think there is one typo I noticed very quickly at I think page 7 or 8. There was the division. You by mistake you write the B at place of the D. So just correct yourself before the
Maybe division
publishing.
B. I'll go through it, but it was published.
Published?
Since
Okay, no problem.
And I think it won the best also. So
But
Thank you very much.
inshallah, I
Over to
will
you.
edit it.
that's an eagle eye, and that's much. I see our club VPPR has a question.
Yeah.
This is the time where I get to put my seniors into trouble, and who wants to miss out on an opportunity like with the past international director sitting here representing the brand, and then we have a design teacher and my mentor and advisor for the VPPR position, DTM Zahraa. I have a question to both of you. No, you do not need to pause the recording, Mr. President. I have a question for DTM Ali first. As a brand, as a person who is trying to protect the brand as much as possible. And for example, if I'm creating a brand for myself, a personal brand, how would I approach the task of rebranding without alienating the existing customer base that I have, especially if I have a really, really strong brand loyalty? How can I approach the task of rebranding in that sort of a situation?
That's a very good question, and I'm sure many people do think about this. Sometimes we see certain posters, certain templates, they are there for ages in any club. And I just want to go ahead and make some changes. Now we need to first of all decide, is that change needed? Through whatever we want to change, are our values driven with that change? Or we just want to change it because we are done with those colors or with those posters. So what drives that change is more important now. Now, definitely, once we understand there should be a change, we had a discussion with the club XCOM, for example, with other friends. We can take random surveys. Are you okay with these posters, or you want something new now? New term is beginning. Maybe the club has a new theme for the new term. So definitely we can. There is space for creativity, as what we are understanding. There is a huge space for creativity, but we can't go and violate things. But there is space for creativity. But are we convinced for our reasons why do we need those change? Once we are convinced there is space, we can go ahead and enjoy all kind of fusions as far as there is no violation in branding principles. For example, I have a Harley Davidson bike, Fat Boy. I used to have. Now I simply want to remove the Harley Davidson handle and put a sports bike handle. just because I'm so bored with that Harley Davidson traditional custom handle and I want to remove that, I want to bring. Now, again, I can drive till somebody reports me. And then there is a question, do I feel the change is required or other stakeholders also feel the change is required? And sometimes I see some PR, they are enthusiastic, they want to challenge themselves to come up with a new design. But then there are always some people who might know the theory behind that. So there is technicalities versus theories. So I think we should all meet at some point, come up with a great fusion. So yes, there is space. We can contact Toastmasters International, give our proposal, and many a times they suggest, they negotiate, and they say yes. There was a badge once made locally, a Toastmaster district officer's badge, and Toastmasters, they sent the design to Toastmasters, and they had some discussion with Toastmasters. And this was during the COVID time where the shipping was stopped or difficult. So they said we will produce all these badges locally for district officers. So there was to and fro, good positive exchange on what the final outcome should be for the badge. Thanks, TM Sarah.
Thank you
want to
for clarifying that doubt. I do have 5 or 6 questions for each of you, but I do not want to trouble you so much. Maybe you block me the next time you speak to me. A question to DTM Zahraa. You talked about design, and when I mentioned that yes, I can work with any software. Software is not much of an issue for me. It's mostly the creativity aspect. How can I incorporate the brand? And it usually happens is because I am a VPPR of 2 clubs, both of them being advanced clubs. Both of them, the target audience is completely different. So this is a challenge. I'm giving you a case scenario that this is the challenge that I'm facing. As a VPPR and as a designer, how do you think I should approach this challenge of designing for 2 different brands? Means the clubs are brands in themselves, to reach their target niche or specialized market with the distinct visual preference. I can mention the clubs here. I am very proud of both the clubs. One of them is, of course, the club that we are all part of right now in this meeting, Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. The other is Visionary Parliamentarians Toastmasters Club. So how do I incorporate creativity, the aesthetic appeal, the branding, and reach the right target audience by creating that distinct visual preference in both cases?
All right. So I should say that, Sarah, what I have understood that both clubs under the same organization. So it's almost the same brand. Yes, they do have, for example, 2 different age groups, for example, or different audiences, but still you have to use the same guidelines, you have to use the same font, color. I'm talking about even the style of image, plus the logo. Being creative, I have no issue with that because you're a very creative person, and of course you can come up with your ideas according to the event. Now, what I should say that, as what I said at first, you have to start with the purpose, the main goal, the idea. Why do I have to create this poster? So what's your goal? And after that, who's your audience? So if you have your own goal, I would like to advertise, for example, an event, or I would like, just to come up with, for example, an invitation card for a regular meeting, or no, I would like to thank someone. So it's kind of, for example, a congratulation poster for being a DTM. So what is the purpose? Is it like just a regular meeting? Then come up, just go through the theme, try to search, come up with an idea that's related to the theme, Plus, of course, you would like to advertise it, and definitely as per the branding guidelines. But if you would like to come up with, for example, a poster or a banner for a special event, then definitely the elements should be different. So what I should leave you with, that definitely, first of all, you should check the purpose plus the audience. I hope that answered your question. Plus, I have one question. Sorry, DTM, Toastmaster, without inshallah DTM to be. Just we have a question here raised by Toastmaster Anthony. Do you have suggestions for themed meeting posters, say, for example, National Day or Ramadan? From my experience, I should say that you can use, still you can celebrate it, you can send your posters or congratulations posters, but you don't have to use the Toastmasters logo. If it's something, for example, you as a Toastmaster and your club would like to share, for example, a Ramadan poster or Happy National Day poster or Happy Eid, still it's not a Toastmaster event, right? You can still use it as per the branding guidelines, same colors, font, the images as well for the club. You can add something related to Eid, something related to National Day, but yet you don't have to add the Toastmasters logo. And this will lead me to, it will take me like to another question. What if we are a corporate club and we would like to, we have a Toastmaster meetings and we have Toastmaster club, then you can use both logos. But of course, it should be in two different areas, not like one after, let's say, under the other one, especially for the Toastmasters. Last but not least, something that I would like to share. If you would like to advertise something, and for example, I would like to publish our Instagram logo, Facebook, or any other logo, you can use still the same color, the original color of Toastmasters, the Instagram or Facebook, as it's blue and color fit, but it should be smaller and it should smaller than the Toastmasters logo, and it shouldn't be on the same level. So those are points that, from my experience, I have learned, and I would like just to share it with you. I think where
DTM Zahra, you mean, what if there's a Halloween night, for example? So they can just put the name of the Toastmasters Club, right?
Yes, just the Toastmasters club, but the other information, but no logos.
No logos. Okay.
And of course, the photos should be related, and it's kind of a club event.
Okay. Oh. So I hope that answers the question for Toastmaster Anthony. Since we are done with the question answers segment, you can always send your questions to me and Zahra. To be frank, she's the technical expert in this subject. So her posters have been around for years and she has been doing that. When it comes to theory, yes, I can help with that. But when you are talking about mixed match of colors, so she's the right person to go to. So we are done with this segment.